Hey guys, welcome back to Marmar's cooking segment. Chef Marmar ID in the his house. Today we are going to be making chicken nuggets. Yay! Sorry if the video is a little wiggly. My little selfie thingamabob, whatever you want to call it, is not working properly, so I'm having to hold this by my hand. Yeah, we're gonna be making chicken nuggets today. Homemade chicken nuggets. Never before have I tried to make chicken nuggets. I always just get them from, Walmart, getting them from, when I used to eat fast food, I would get it from McDonald's and stuff, and not even, I just eat it and not have to worry about how it was made. But did you know chicken nuggets were made in New York? I did not know that. I thought they were just made somewhere else on planet Earth. They were made by Robert C. Baker. He was a professor at a New York school, Cornell University, and he just made the chicken nugget and made the greatest creation of all time, because nuggets are life. I used to be so addicted to nuggets, guys. It was not even funny. I literally had a withdrawal when I stopped eating fast food. I had a withdrawal from not eating chicken nuggets. It was it was crazy. I was literally addicted to chicken nuggets. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video, and we're gonna chef it up together and make some nuggets. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will do more cooking segments like this. And if you want me to cook something in particular that you guys like, let me know down below and I will cook it. We'll see what it is, and then maybe I'll cook it, maybe not, maybe, I don't know, depending on how expensive it is. Yeah, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, so our ingredients is going to be chicken breast with no bones. I got this from Walmart, of course. You can get whatever kind you want, organic, etc., but I just went with the cheap one at this time because this is our first time making it, and I don't want it to come out bad or whatnot, so might as well use a cheap brand of meat. But I would recommend using a better brand of meat if you can find one. We also have salt and pepper, the key two ingredients of seasoning. Some cornstarch for the flour. Some cornstarch for that. We got peanut oil. I use peanut oil for stuff that is supposed to be greasy, such as chicken nuggets, because you want that nice, crisp, firm, crunchy taste. And I usually use vegetable oil for stuff that you don't want to have as greasy, but we want it greased up and crunchy, so I have peanut oil. We have some flour, and we have some eggs. Now for the recipe, I got the recipe off of Facebook. This guy was making some chicken nuggets, and he was pretty silly, pretty cool, but it looked pretty good at the end. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and try this for my channel, and I'll put his method and his little recipe and his down below. And yeah, let's go ahead and get that going. Okay guys, so first we are going to take the chicken breast out, wash it, and then we're going to chop it up. I have my little blender here that we're going to blend in it. If you don't have a blender, I would suggest chopping these into little squares, into little pieces. And if you have a mallet, just mallet up and hit it until it's nice and mushy. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Also with my chicken, guys, I like, before I wash it or while I'm washing it, I like taking the white pieces off, which is the fat, It really helps with making it a little bit healthier and just more presentable.
Alright guys, so what I'm doing now is I am washing the chicken, and as I am cleaning my chicken, I am cutting off the fatty pieces of the meat. As you can see there, I'm just making sure that it is even though chicken doesn't have to be perfectly even, but you want it a nice even little size, a little shape, and it just has its definition. I'm also cutting the fat on the back. Make sure to get the back because there is also fat on the back. Make sure to get the front piece as well as the sides and the top. Now you can do two things at once. Clean the chicken while you're cutting it, and this will give you the perfect chicken.
Alright, so now that we got our peanut oil grease inside of the pot,
pause for the pause here, guys. When doing this chicken, make sure you cut your chicken pieces up before you put them in the blender. That was my problem that I had, so make sure to do that before you put it in the blender or beat it up with a mallet. Alright, back into it.
Alright guys, now that we have our meat chopped up, we have our minced meat chopped up, we are going to add some salt and pepper for seasoning. So we're just going to dash that on there. Now what I did with this meat, since the blender was not having it when I was putting it in there, I used a whisk like in that previous video and used that to mix up the meat a little bit more. I would recommend a good blender if you have one, and if you don't, then I would just use a whisk and just do the meat like this by hand. Even though it will take a little bit longer, you'll still get the same results as before. So we're just mixing that salt and pepper together into the meat, and we're just gonna bless the food, the meaty meat. Thank you, chickens, for giving us this energy so that we may have that energy to keep on going, to keep on living. Amen. Thank you, little chickens, for your chicken nuggets. You will be yummy. So I'm just mixing that meat up with the seasoning. And we're just gonna do the other one. Okie dokie guys. So now we are going to put the meat on. It would be usually with parchment paper and with parchment paper, and it would be with like something flat like a cookie sheet, but since my freezer is so small, we're just going to use parchment paper, and I'm just going to put them on top of each other. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some meat and we're going to put it on the paper, and then we're going to make our own little shape. Whatever shape you want, you can get funky with it, make it all look like whatever shape we want. You could do dinosaur shapes or whatnot, and then we're going to file them up, and we are going to put them in the freezer for about 2 hours. So we're gonna do flour salt, pepper. Okay, you get it, pepper. Now this is for the breading, so that it has a nice little coat of breading. I'm gonna freak it up with some, if I can get it open. I'm using one hand right now currently. Yes. Some garlic salt, just a tad. Some onion powder. And just a little bit of cornstarch. So that way it freezes up. Alright. Then we're going to mix it up. Mix, mix, mix. So that way it's nice and ready while the nuggets are freezing. And then we go over here. We're going to use half a cup of water, but I used a whole cup. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna pour it in here. And we're going to use our cornstarch, and we're going to crack my 3 eggs. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can put it on here. It looks so funny in water. And then we're going to take our cornstarch. Put it in there. Got a lot of cornstarch in this produce. Then we're gonna mix that up.
process.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You already know what to do. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and do it. You might as well. You know you want to see more of me. See you guys next time. Bye.